Check this out. Tell that nigga about that sweet, man. Check this out. You want a 20 bag of dope, get that stress. You want some bomb, and put this chronic in your chest. Now take a deep breath, deep, pull deep, throat. You hit me like it's stress, and you thought you wasn't gon' choke. This is that bomb ass West Coast shit. A Philly ain't recommended. You ain't stress pretending that it's chronic, but it ain't. I wanna smell it soon as I open the neck. Just I want the endo. I used to stole to get the drinks. Now I used to roll the blunts, but fuck that. I love the plus a joint, fuck that hoes when they sack and get kinda fucked up, feeling way high. I hit that shit once more when I'm feeling kinda high. I only smoke, I don't wanna giggle and laugh. I only wanna chismeal, nigga, that's real. You're listening to me speak and you know what I'm talking about. Smoking fine ass weed, pumping smoke out my mouth. Now, get me high as a kite. I'm like lit off that bomb ass weed that I hit. I'm like lit now, get me high as a kite. I'm like lit off that bomb ass weed that I hit. I'm like fucked up high. Ready to zoom, boom, boom, or whatever. So I got to get my drama together. B-O-G, profess this hole that I used to know. But I didn't let her know about the studio. Excuse me, may I have your name? Oh, my nigga Snoop G, I know your name. When you was way back slanging caviar on the Cerritos block Boulevard. But now you in the studio, so your little video, you so cute. Young gal, smooth, baby, wanna get with G. She see your nigga, so she actually hit the blood. Quick, we hit the MOG. Now I make that little tail, sweet tail. You know how I do it, cause I'm just another G from the east side. Sweet G, let him find a nigga getting high. Lift me high as a kite, I'm like, off that bomb, that sweet that I show, I'm like, fucked up. Lift me high as a kite, I'm like, off that bomb, that sweet that I show, I'm like, fucked up. I roll through my motherfucking silver, you sweet.
Y'all know about that Swoop G, $20. That song right there was supposed to have been on the Murder Was the Case soundtrack. I don't know if y'all know about Swoop G. He was a part of the original Dog Pound, as a matter of fact. That nigga was dope. So, that was a dope track right there. You could hear that on the Murder Was the Case movie. Yes, sir. What's good? Spirit Wonder, what's good? Everett, what's good? I'm glad y'all tune in, man. I love my consistent followers, man. People that tune in whenever we do it, because it's a lot of work getting people to tune in. So I salute y'all, everybody that's been my core. I gotta feed y'all this content. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna let y'all know the moment he turned into a global icon. Let me see when he went pimp mode. I'm gonna break it down. What's good? Just finished watching Monday Night Raw. I saw what Edge debuted on AEW Wrestle Dream. That was pretty dope. That was pretty dope right there. I think Edge got a lot in the tank. I think he gonna give us the Randy Savage WCW run this time around. Edge got a lot in the tank, so we gonna see where it go from there. I'm thinking if they book him right, he gonna have a real successful run over there. What else we got? Oh, that's Swoop G. My favorite track from him is OG from the LBC. Yes, sir. Swoop G was dope. Swoop G was dope. Swoop G and 3 Time Crazy. They don't know nothing about 3 Time Crazy. 3 Time Crazy was dope. One of my favorite Bay Area groups. But yeah, man. I'm here live and direct. Off the Cuff Radio live stream. I'm your host, King Eric, the media assassin. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We had a fun bill last night when I talked about the media kings of hip hop, which is Cup 22 and Officer Vlad. That was a dope bill that we had. So tonight, I was thinking about this. I had to think about a topic here. I had a really deep think about a topic. And I wanted to talk about, oh man, I wanted to talk about Snoop Dogg. Now hold on. Snoop was huge in 93, 94. He had the world wanting to rap like him. Big facts. Spirit Wonder. At first, I disagreed with you about the art of dialogue, but once he posted that weird story on his IG, I asked him, is he trying to be detective or do journalism? Exactly. I personally don't want myself associated with nothing involved with the police, man. I don't want none of my interviews to be seen by no police or the government for that matter. These niggas is crazy. They want that type of clout. It ain't worth it, homie. That's not a bad thing. I don't want the D's knocking on my door because a nigga get into it with somebody. I don't want the feds following me to the gas station. I mean, that's a scary way to live, man. I want to go ahead, give y'all content, talk about the music in particular, the particular music, and go by my business. They can have that clout. They can have the DA and these Robocops following them all the way to their house for some clout. I don't want that. I'm cool where I'm at. They can have that type of static. But yeah, the topic I'm talking about, what was the moment that made Snoop Dogg an icon? Let me tell y'all this. I'm gonna take y'all back to '92. When I first heard Snoop, I was like, yo, who is this nigga here? On the deep cover. Deep cover, first of all, is one of the hardest beats I ever heard in my life. That's a top 5 hard beat for me. And Snoop had a whole laid back flow. You know what I mean? He had a whole flow that I never even heard. He had a little singy song flow I never really heard. He was cool, laid back. Then I started hearing more of his work on the Chronic. Then he started dissing like on the F Dre track. I was like, okay, he got bars. He can battle. He's giving dudes that static. He has dope trademark. He has a dope trademark on his flow. You can't patent Snoop Dogg flow in a way. You can't copy it. But Stranded on Death Row, man, he went hard. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. He went hard there. Nothing but a G thing. Snoop basically was killing that whole album. Little Ghetto Boy. It had people anticipating possibly one of the biggest anticipated albums ever. And I remember hearing about Snoop Dogg everywhere as a youngster. I was like about 12, 13 years old when Snoop started really catching fire. So he started really blowing. When I started seeing them niggas on MTV and I started seeing him on Rolling Stone, that's why I'm like, okay, they got Dre and Snoop about to hit us with something special. But what was the moment that made Snoop a star? What was the moment, King Eric, that to me turned Snoop Dogg into an icon? It was this moment right here. I'm gonna show y'all this moment right here. This is why I know this nigga is an icon. I'm gonna show y'all this. Hold on one second. This moment right here at the hold on one second. I'm gonna play it to y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. I can't play. I'm not gonna play the music, but I'm gonna show y'all the visuals. Hold on one second. Here you go. This moment right here. The MTV Video Music Awards where he performed Murder Was the Case. Because it paralleled with what he was going through in real life where he allegedly caught that body. And then they pushed the song Murder Was the Case as a single. And that was one of the hardest songs I ever heard. I can't die, my boo-boo's about to have a baby. I mean, the way Dre flipped the production, he used Carlos Santana joint. As I looked up at the sky, my mind started tripping, a tear drops my eye. My body temperature boils. I'm shaking while I'm breaking. Can I save the dog? Pumping on my chest, I'm screaming. I start breathing. Damn, I see demons. Dear God, I wonder can you save me? I can't lie, my boo-boo's about to have a baby. Oh my God, the way he was flowing on that mug. And that beat, it was bone chilling. Then you had Daz Dillinger. He was sounding like the devil on that motherfucker. Just remember who would change your mind, cause when you start set tripping, that ass is mine. And that song was it was very foretelling. A lot of people were saying he basically sold his soul on that joint. I mean, a lot of conspiracy theorists said. But you had the visual where Snoop, you had the devil up in that motherfucker. They were doing that creepy shit. And I was like, wow. It was like a real life movie. Horror movie. From the way it sounded, Snoop, she'll use Snoop murder case to sell records. Exactly. Exactly. And then check this. It paralleled to his real life. Now Snoop himself will probably tell you, man, that's the darkest time of his life. I mean, the nigga was facing life in prison. That's scary. Every day he was scared. He didn't know he was going to prison for life or not. But think about this. It paralleled with what was going on with rap. Hip hop at that time was seen as the group of the gunslingers, because niggas was getting out of trouble, getting in trouble left and right. We was hip hoppers was right considered the new outlaws of the music game. Like we was the new bad boys. The rock niggas, they started getting old anyway. They started phasing out. Hip hop brought the edge. You had Tupac shooting police and getting away with it scot free. You had Flavor Flav in and out of jail. You had Snoop Dogg facing the murder rap, and people were thinking that he rapping about it. And we thought Snoop was the hardest nigga out there. NWA was still scaring people. Yo, that parallel with real life, reality parallels from fiction into wax, and that's what made Snoop. He hated it, but it made him. Then he performed that joint with the Shirley Temple curls, in the wheelchair, playing like he got shot in the song, and he performed it like that. It made tons of money. It considered Snoop to be a rebel outlaw. Why you think it was magic when him and Tupac did songs? Because Pac was going through his cases, Snoop was going through the murder case. They put them niggas together. You got two of America's most wanted. During the time, a lot of rappers did a lot of horrorcore rap where they rap like they was a scary movie, like Gangsta Nicks, Nas did it, Big L dropped the Drake. Yes, sir. Big facts. Big facts. And see, Snoop also tapped into the horrorcore lane with That Murder Was the Case. Then they made a mini movie about it. They built a whole campaign about that. They built the soundtrack and a movie on that single. That single became a monster. And that crossed Snoop Dogg into an icon. I mean, it was against his will, but it really did. And that remix was crazy, yo. That remix was creepy. But it sounded dope. That instrumental alone was, ooh. Dr. Dre was in the zone, boy. Let me tell y'all this. The Murder Was the Case soundtrack had the best starting five ever. Think about it. You started it off. This is starting it off with the Murder Was the Case remix, followed by Natural Born Killers, followed by What Would You Do from the Dog Pound, followed by 21 Jump Street with Snoop and Trey D, followed by Nate Dogg, One More Day. The way they sequenced that shit was dope. I mean, and then they slowed up with the Jewel song. The Jewel song, it was cool, but we wanted that fire. We wanted that gangster shit, man. I didn't want to hear that R&B stuff, but Jewel, that song was dope. The Murder With the Case movie, I felt Suge took a page out of Easy book when Rufus put out the. You know what? You made a good point, because Easy was into that dark shit. Them niggas copied off of Easy with that. It just hit me. Y'all niggas gonna pay homage to Eric Wright one way or the other. Because Death Row wasn't really engaging in that like that. They were more so into the gangbanging. If you listen to Dr. Dre's album, and even Doggy Style album, it was more like gangster partying. Then they got into the dark shit with the Murder Was the Case campaign. And if you even look at this, look at this too. They kind of played off the letters of that Rufus used to use. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I use that fonting that Rufus used for a lot of my thumbnails, even with my hat right here. I use that same thumbnail. I think it's called Mistrial or something. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. I use that same thing. So it's called Mistrial. I use that same fonting on everything. That's a part of that. I did that to pay homage to Rufus Records because that was dope. That soundtrack was good to hang with Above the Rim soundtrack. I had to do my research based off the 21 Jump because Snoop and Trady were from two rival gangs, and one it did make sense. Man, so that's why I like you guys, man. You guys give me info that I didn't even probably know. Oh yeah, the Dollars and Cents song up there. Oh man, that was a crazy diss record. But they built that campaign on Snoop's murder case and made Snoop an icon. Believe it or not. The fact that Snoop is one of America's mainstream America's favorite celebrities is awesome because in 1994 he was a mainstream face of everything that was wrong with. Yeah, people don't know. Snoop, Q, Pop, and Dre were the faces of, and I would probably put Paris up there. They were the faces of what scared America at that time. They really were. I'm gonna keep it brick, man. A lot of niggas thought Dr. Dre was the most criminal minded, gang banging, is killing motherfucker you ever seen, right? But when Easy dropped Real Cotton City G's, we was like, no, no, man, no. Cause Dre had niggas full. We was believing in the gimmick, yo. You know what I mean? We was believing it. We was believing all that stuff these niggas was saying, especially when I was young. And Dre was going hard with it, man. We believed the gimmick. We believed the gimmick. And Dre he used to say, 44 reasons come to mind why a motherfucking brother is hard to find. He been walking with the streets and fucking with mine. Stupid punk can't fuck with the mastermind. See, I never take a pop in a cop to block or LA with an AK ready to pop. Cause the punk motherfuckers are black and white. Ain't the only motherfuckers I got to fight. Nigga, we believed all that. We believed all that. I was there, yo. I thought Dr. Dre and Ice Cube was gonna. When I seen Natural Born Killers, man, I thought Dr. Dre and Cube was gonna jump off my TV with an AK-47 and stick that shit to my chin. Like, that's how I thought. I was like, yo, these niggas is wild. We used to think Ice Cube was the scariest nigga on. We thought this nigga would never smile. We thought Cube, like, damn. Ice Cube was the angriest nigga in hip hop at that time. I never seen Cube smile to Friday. Real talk. I ain't never seen Ice Cube smile to the movie Friday. From 1992 to 95, Cube was the angriest nigga in hip hop. Easy exposed though with the shiny sequins and suits and lipstick and mascara. Dre made it seem like he was about his life. Then his mom was with him on his belt, so he was a hood. Man, look, we believed it. I believed it, bro. We ain't know better. I thought Snoop caught the body and rapped about it, yo. And I knew we probably do it though. I'm not, I ain't trying to criminate Snoop like that, but I was like, hold up, man, this don't even sound right. If he shot the nigga in self-defense, it boosted his sales though. Cause we thinking, damn. That nigga rapped about it and he shot the nigga and he rapped about it. Everybody thought Ice Cube was a gangster back then. Nigga, I thought Ice Cube was the biggest gangster I ever seen. I thought Ice Cube was the type that went around shooting police. I thought Ice Cube was doing all that, man. Cause Ice Cube, he was the angriest nigga alive. I was like, man, Ice Cube like the type, he'll slap the bacon off your plate, nigga. Even when it's crispy. He like, you want no damn bacon. I met Alonzo when I bought his book. I like Alonzo. I do. That's a good. I'm gonna reach out to Alonzo because man, Alonzo is a great historian when it comes to the music business. I'm gonna definitely reach to him for an interview. I got a good relationship with his co-host at Dusty Vision, so I'm gonna see what I can do with that because I want to talk to more of the heads behind the scene. Because see, the artists ain't gonna really give you a lot. But the music heads that lived through that time, they gonna give you everything. Because they're unfiltered. Artists, they're not going to talk about certain things because, they got projects to promote. They got relationships to protect. But guys like Lonzo, they're going to give it to you straight. So I'm going to definitely reach out to Lonzo and see if I can get him on the show. That's a part of my bucket list. Like, just to get that history along. We had DJ Speed NWA up there. That was a dope bit. That's one of my favorite shows. Cube went to school up in the valley with Jason Bateman, Dana Blatto, Everlast, Crazy DJ. Man, don't tell me that, man. Oh man, don't tell me that, man. We believe Ice Cube was the most gangster nigga alive, man. Shit, don't break my. I like JC. You're breaking my heart. Michael Jai White goes hard on Tupac being a gangster. I'm talking about Ice Cube being a fake gangster. That's because Tupac is an easy target. Because Tupac is dead, number one. And plus, Ice Cube still have a lot of clout in the game, so niggas they trying to protect their relationships with certain people. So it's easy to go with Tupac because a lot of Tupac's representation is pretty much dead or in jail or whatever, compromised. Don't be telling us that. That's all I want to hear, man. We want to believe Ice Cube straight out of Compton. Crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube from the gang called Niggas with Attitude. How you want to believe that? I don't want to believe he came up. I don't want to believe he was a Valley dude, man. Don't do that to me. Oh, man. But I'm telling you, that's what made Snoop, though. When that came out, his stock rose big. Snoop was the man in 94. Now, musically, he wasn't, but he was already, his spot as an icon was already solidified after that moment. His spot was already solidified as that moment as an icon. When that nigga performed at the VMAs, Murder Was the Case with the Shirley Temple Curls, and they had the choir out there, and he dominated. I think he dominated the awards too. He won a lot of awards that night. So, not to mention, Snoop also pioneered to where a lot of niggas try to rap like him, try to dress like him. He pioneered a lot. He was the first one. I don't know what some niggas be saying. They be talking crazy. Talking about Snoop Dogg ain't put Long Beach on the map. Nigga, Snoop Dogg is Long Beach. We ain't know nothing about Long Beach till Snoop started rapping it. So I don't know who they talking about. Any nigga that say that's a hater. Straight up hater. Like anybody that say that Snoop Dogg didn't put the beach on the map, they hating hard. Soul Train with whoa. He's peaked. And you know what's crazy? He's everywhere because like he wasn't making no money. He didn't make a dime off Doggy Style from what I've seen. He got a lot of promotion. Suge gave him bread. Like he gave him a chain, gave him a car, gave him a house. But he wasn't getting residuals from that album. Eazy-E was right. He put Long Beach on the map. Yeah, man, these niggas be talking crazy on YouTube. They be sitting there. They was sitting there saying Snoop didn't put Long Beach on there. Who did? I ain't heard nothing about Long Beach. It was about LA before Snoop came out. Let me know who. I always thought Cube, Ice-T, and Dr. Dre were real ass gangsters. Me too. I thought Ren was like a silent assassin type nigga. Dre only mean easy payday. People don't understand the breakdowns of that record, man. Real Compton City Jesus in my top 5 for diss records, cause that broke down them niggas gangsters heavy. Gotta follow the sergeant's directions, so get your ass popped with that Smith and Wesson. He brought the light about the extortion practices that was going on in Death Row. And it came out true. All that stuff started coming out later on. And them niggas won't get paid. They were fighting for their money. All of them. Easy foretell that whole thing. Ice Cube didn't get a dime from his first record, and he turned out Priority not too long ago. That Priority dropped Easy and Easy revived Priority. That's crazy. It is really crazy how when they broke up, it got broken into different sectors. But see, one thing about Easy, because y'all talked to Big Hutch about this, Easy didn't let that shit phase him like you believe in the movie. Cause they had Easy in the movie crying and shit. Nah, man, he told me, man, Easy won't even tripping like that. He was hurt, but he kept it business as usual. He's like, okay, Dre gone. What you got, quick? What you got? What you got, Hutch? What you got, Rhythm D? What you got? He won't crying over Dr. Dre. Then he made it like Easy was broke. Get out of here. Get out of here. Easy had dough. If anything, he signed a $30 million distribution deal with Relativity Records. And we had Big Animal. Big shout out to Big Animal. We interviewed Easy Bodyguard 2 months ago. He put all that down there. You can check that interview now on Off the Cuff Radio. He put it all out there. And check this. We're working on this. Gonna be interesting. We're gonna try. We definitely gonna reach out. Now, Mob James said he may want to ride with us. That's gonna be an interesting one. Mob James said we cool with him, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna try to link that one up this month. I'm reaching out to some death row people this month because I'm like, look, I'm gonna show y'all niggas how to get this content, man. And I don't want the same redundant story. See, everybody doing the monkey see, monkey do. They trying to they copycat the same content. They rehashing old shit. Someone rehashing it from interviews that we did. It's crazy. So we want different content. We want different stories. Q busted up Brian Tony to get his bread. Yeah, man. That's why, in a way, they don't want to sign rappers with a clear state of mind like that. They want to sign these druggy rappers because they're not going to really fight for their publishing. They're not going to really fight for their art. Did you see the Suge Knight interview with TMZ? Yes, I did. My thoughts about that, they're going to try to keep the mystery going on. You mean to tell me this? These niggas know who killed Tupac. They already know. Tupac, let's make this in 1 minute. He was the biggest star in the rap game in 1996. The nigga gets shot at a Tyson fight in Las Vegas. And you mean to tell me nobody seen nothing? Nobody knows nothing? Everybody know who shot that nigga, man. But everybody living on to the street code, so to speak. They don't want to tell. Suge ain't snitching, but niggas know. They know. Come on, man. He was the biggest rapper in the game. He gets killed at a Tyson fight. Prime Mike Tyson. And you mean to tell me nobody knows nothing, nobody seen nothing? There's a lot of corruption. There's a lot of stench in that case. And I'm thinking Suge is also saying that because, he want to save his own ass. He don't want to face that heat in prison. He don't want to go out there and, slander Baby Lane or Keefy D because he don't want that type of static in prison. The nigga's in his 50s. He ain't trying to get in that. They all know. But you don't want to tell it because, you might get whacked. It's real deep out there. But Suge ain't crazy. He know because, he don't want to get pressed in prison. So he going to go ahead and dissociate himself from that situation. Say, look, I don't know nothing. I ain't seen nothing. So I don't blame him for that. Like, he never know. You go out there in these interviews, you start saying this stuff. Yeah, I know who killed him. And put stuff out there, then you get pressed in prison. So I don't blame him for that. In the words of Shorty Low, they know. Oh, they all know. Did you see Puffy made his first appearance music video in 1989 as a dancer for the female singer who dated Johnny Gill? Nah. Which video was it? Which video was it? I first read Keefy D's name in 2001, the Tupac Vibe book, and the whole gang affiliation behind it. I read that 2001 LAPD could have been. Yo, there's a lot of dirt in that case, man. Then again, I'm leaning towards like, look, this might go deeper than a rap killer. It may go deeper than a gang killer. A higher up might have took Tupac out. That's why I'm starting to lean at. Because they even saying now that the shells don't even match what was found at the murder scene. So I'm thinking somebody in the higher ups took him out. I'm starting to think that. Because Pac has some powerful enemies, man. He had some real powerful enemies. Him being a Shakur alone. Now, them putting that on Orlando Anderson ties up a good gang narrative, so that way you won't really think about who could be out of the box and did this, because it puts that to rest. But I'm thinking it was a higher up that did that shit. I'm thinking it really is, because I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show y'all something here. Because Tupac has some powerful enemies, man. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. FBI files. Federal Bureau of Investigation. Federal Bureau of Information and Privacy Act. Subject Tupac Shakur. Hmm. Hmm. Let me read you something else. I'm gonna read y'all something else. FBI files on Tupac Shakur murder show. He received death threats from Small Hat Gang. I gotta say Small Hat. The file stated that the Small Hat Defense League has extorted money from various music rap stars by making death threats and then offering a protection for a fee. Files showed the FBI suspecting the JDL of extorting Tupac Shakur. Huh. Yeah, the rabbit hole goes real deep. The rabbit hole goes real deep. And it also said this: how the FBI tied Tupac's death to Eazy-E, Death Row Records, and the JDL. Hmm. Huh. Oh, and I'm going to connect y'all something else. Put your thinking cap on for this one. I think I did a video about this years ago. Y'all know the song that Tupac did, Troublesome? He took on the Israeli national anthem. He was mocking them. Stay woke. Da 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 da. Hmm. And Easy Manager is what now? There you go. There you go. Connect the dots. This go beyond some bullshit gang killing. Cause there's no way. There's no way. Them niggas know. It's a higher up that did this shit. And I know people gonna come at me and sound crazy, like, oh man, you sound like one of them crazy Pac stands. Nigga, just pay attention to what is said. Pac had so many enemies, man. He had funk with Bad Boy. He had funk with Jimmy Henchman. He had funk with Haitian Jack. He had funk with the Mob Deep niggas. He had funk with the FBI and the CIA, cause him being a Shakur. He had funk with niggas in his own coast even. That's why he was so paranoid. Come on, man. That's why he went to death row, to get that protection. That nigga had crazy enemies. That's why he was so paranoid everywhere. Hold on, I'm gonna look something up too. Yeah, you look up the Troublesome John. I did a video about this years ago. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all that. Hold on, I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna see if they take it down. If they took it down, I'm on to something. I'm gonna see if they took it down yet. Let me see if they take it down. Hold up, son. They may have took that video down. Oh man. It's spooky. Oh, here it go right here. It's called, y'all can look it up here, run the numbers up. Was Tupac going at a higher power on Troublesome 96? Look that up. Look that up. Because I know people are thinking, well, he's just a rapper, nigga. That man got FBI files on him, dog. What rappers you know have FBI files unless they want really a sign of importance? Easy, he started getting FBI files when he started beat with the president. But then, I mean, they already had it when they dropped F the police and all, but come on, man. There's more to it than what they're telling, man. I'm just saying. Stacy Ladisalt is what you need. Okay, good looking out. I'm gonna look that up after the live. But yeah, man, this thing runs deep, man. And notice this. This is one thing I noticed interesting about this. A lot of people that's associated with Tupac is dead. A lot of these niggas. Name them. I ain't never. It's like, hold up. Gaddafi said he seen the shooter. Dead months later. Hussein Fatal. Um, Hussein Fatal, Big Sight. Um, who else? Gonzo, rest in peace. Badass, rest in peace. Uh, Johnny J. It's like um, Big Frank, the bodyguard. Michael Poole, the other bodyguard. Buntry. Yeah. The name of it was Tupac going at a higher power on Troublesome 96. Nate Dogg gone. Yeah. Notice this on the All About You song. The only nigga alive from that song is Snoop Dogg. All them niggas is dead, dog. Tupac dead. Nate Dogg dead. Hussein dead. Gaddafi dead. Snoop, the only nigga on the song on All About You, still alive. Stretch. I forgot about Stretch. Something ain't right, man. Something is not right with that at all. Oh, Papa G. Papa G passed away. Papa G passed away. A lot of niggas from Death Row died, man. Ricky Harris. His Top Dog dead, aka the fake Snoop. Nah, Top Dog's still alive. Top Dog is actually a good friend of mine. Top Dog is actually a cool dude. I got an interview with him up there. Yeah, Johnny J. Yeah, Johnny J gone. Shit. A lot of them from Death Row gone passed away over the past 20 years. I'm trying to think of another one. Papa G. Jewel. Yep, Jewel. Oh, okay, Drew Down. Okay, Drew Down and Snoop, the only two that's only alive left. It's crazy. Yeah, Jewel. Yeah, this big chain connection easy would die. Let's get the facts right. Died 2 years before Tupac died. Let's get the facts right. Yeah, man. I think Easy died. Yeah, I think Easy died 2 years. Yeah, he did. He died in '95. Tupac died in '96. Right before Tate's still alive. Yeah, I'm hearing people here in this case. I'm trying. Do you think so? I'm hearing this case, but this case I tried was trying to be bigger than OJ. Oh, if this Big Hutch. If this the only Big Hutch, man, tap in. I don't know. I don't know if this Big Hutch or not. You know, people be pretending to be certain people on this app, man. If that's Big Hutch, man, what's good with you, man? I hope that is. But you never know, man. Niggas be pretending. Niggas be pretending on this app, yo. I remember somebody try to pretend to be Lil Kim up here one time. CPO. Nah, CPO the boss, he passed away 2 years. I think he passed away 2 years ago. He was a good friend of mine. Y'all hope that is Hutch, man. I had some dope interviews with Hutch, yo. Man, Hutch is a solid dude. I made a mistake. I heard people say Keefy D said he was going on trial. Apparently, he was going to be on camera like OJ. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know if they're going to do that at all. He ain't really that known to do it to get the OJ coverage. OJ was in his prime. He ain't going to get all that. But yeah, Sibo, Big Legit, Be Legit, Richie Rich, E40. Yeah, they still alive though. Yeah, they still alive. But it's just a trip when you really go back around that time period. You really go back around that time period, how it was a wild, wild west in the 90s, boy. It was just a wild, wild west. Boy, people don't understand. This shit is tame today compared to how it was. This shit is tame today. Y'all niggas is lucky, man. Y'all got your little iPhones, your iPad. Storm is still alive too. Yeah, Storm is still alive. She just don't do interviews. But yo, y'all had to be active. Y'all had to be outside, man. Like, it was crazy around that time period, boy. Woo! This generation couldn't last. It couldn't last. It definitely couldn't last. But I'm trying to see. Hold up. I'm trying to see if Cash Money, if this big Hutch, if that's really big Hutch, then holla at me, man. Cause we would love to hear more of your input, man. Because you know we had some dope interviews with you. We did a dope interview with him and Cocaine. Big shout out to him. But then again, it could be somebody trolling, man. Cause I don't know, man. Cause it's like people love to troll these days. You got people pretending to be certain people. And you got people pretending so they can send you some bullshit Bitcoin, some Bitcoin scam. And I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. If anybody that's a Facebook friend of Condat Cat, let him know that his Facebook account has been hacked. Every day that account been hitting me up for wanting to buy some bullshit Bitcoin, man. Nobody get rich off that. Let him know. Let him know right now. If you're a friend of Klondike Cat from Texas, that his page has been hacked, and every other day everybody been getting messages about Bitcoin. We ain't rocking like that. We know Klondike Cat ain't gonna do that. Just had to put that out there. Said this shit to them. Drew down silly cell jail felly Mr. Short Chop. Yeah, I want to see what's going on with Mr. Short Chop. I ain't heard Mr. Short Chop and I ain't heard that name forever, homie. I haven't heard that forever. Why do people say Kendrick Lamar is better than Tupac? Man, Kendrick Lamar ain't even better than J. Cole to me. J. Cole, let me switch the topics for a minute, man. J. Cole been a beast. You see how he clapped NBA young boy up with about 6 bars. Kendrick Lamar don't even drop enough music for me. Man, J. Cole is killing them niggas right now. Every feature J. Cole been featured on, Cole been ripping them dudes. He jumped on Lil Durk joint, killed it. Jumped on Benny the Butcher joint, killed it. Jumped on Lil Yachty's joint and killed it. Cole is on a tear right now. He put NBA YoungBoy in his place, man. That's the deciding factor of what you see as a rapper versus some of a true MC versus a put together TikTok rapper. That's the difference that you see right there. You see the machine put together a rapper, and you see another rapper that got it from the organic way. And then you see the two contractions of differences right there. Cole straight ate that dude, man. But yeah, I think J. Cole is the better of the three, personally, when it comes to Drake and Kendrick. Drake don't even write his own shit. Kendrick don't even drop enough, and when Kendrick drop, it be too out there for me, man. That nigga been dropping some weird stuff. At first I had Kendrick, but then Kendrick got too over the top weird. But I don't think I'm gonna tell you all this. I'm gonna debate. This is a debate right here. This is a debate. Hold on. I'm gonna go over it real quick. People are saying that Orlando Anderson is not the shooter of Tupac. Somebody else is Suge Knight that spoke on the TMZ from jail. Yeah, we talked about that earlier, player. It was everybody just trying to keep their mouth shut about situations like that because man, nobody wants to get pinched. So it's smart not to talk to media about a real sensitive topic. So everybody just playing it smart right now. But I'm gonna give y'all this. Y'all could clickbait this one. I don't think Drake or Kendrick Lamar have a dope album as good as Forest Hill Drive. Forest Hill Drive was nice. That's one of the nicest albums I heard. People like Drake, NBA Youngboy, nothing but hype. They are cleverly thought of, mass marketed, cleverly produced vision of what everybody thought a rapper should be. That's exactly what NBA Youngboy is. That's exactly what NBA Youngboy is. Not saying that he's not real, because he's from the slums. He's from there. I give him that. But his numbers are exacerbated, man. They're very exacerbated for real. Now he does have a lot of youth following, but he ain't fucking with J. Cole, man. He ain't fucking with J. Cole, man. Love Yours. Oh yeah. What's that other song that Cole dropped? Hold on, there's another one he dropped that Drake and Kendrick ain't seeing. Hold on, I'm gonna find that other one. There's another one he dropped. I might be Love Yours. I gotta go back to my Forest Hill Drive tape. CD. Oh, I think I got it. I'm gonna show y'all the physical copy of that shit. Hold on. I think I got it. We do physical copies over here. Yeah. This album here, it's a masterpiece. It's the physical too. Yes, sir. Bought it the day of. Oh shit, drop the booklet. Yes, sir. I'm gonna show it one more time. Classic. I think the name of the song is Saint Tropez. Saint Tropez is the best song he got up there. Because it gave me that Mos Def vibe right there. You know what I mean? Mos Def was dope when it came to singing that with that singing vibe. Yo, let me show it to you again. Forest Hill Drive. Come on, man. I like Kendrick, but too many people overrate him like that Billboard list and people on TikTok. Yeah, man. I mean, Kendrick is dope. I put Kendrick Lamar as one of the next niggas to blow. I predicted that years ago. But Kendrick is also benefiting off the hype machine and the fact that he's also a part of that Interscope umbrella. So therefore, they're going to hype him up a little bit. He's benefiting heavy. It's kind of like how Eminem got hyped off that Interscope image when they built him as this untouchable battle rapper that destroys anybody. They did a great job with that. They did a great job with marketing him in that, because that 8 Mile movie, it played on to the image of him. But like I said, I love M, but M ducked a lot. M ducked Royce. M ducked Pace One. He ducked what's that nigga name? He ducked Pace One. He ducked Royce. He ducked somebody else. He didn't want no more evidence. Evidence had more in the chamber. He didn't want that type of static. He didn't want none of evidence. Evidence was ready. Evidence, the searching for Bobby Fischer. He had more in the chamber ready. Eminem just gave him a jab and kept it moving. He knew. It was evidence. It was Royce. It was he dubbed B made for M love Royce. He never did so. I'm talking about the time where they were biff because they fell out in 2003. They fell out in 2003 and Royce started dissing them niggas. And then he was calling them out by name. Royce wanted to smoke. He went at the whole D12. You listen to that whole Malcolm X track. You listen to the whole Build and Destroy album. I got that somewhere. Punch Up Casual Rap God. I gotta check that out. I never heard that one. Kendrick dropped that bullshit video changing his face to different people. Oh man. Yeah, man. I mean, I give him props for trying to be original. I mean, that was pretty cool for what he's trying to do, but I think with the whole rest of the album, the nigga went too far left to me. Sometimes artists just go too far left and they just lose me. And it's not in a good way either. Some niggas can go ahead and do that. Like Redman, he made a lot of people go left when he dropped There Is a Dark Side, but There Is a Dark Side was one of my best favorite albums. He was able to maintain that rawness, but Kendrick just went too far left to me. It was more like a D12 beat. It would be too stressful for Eminem, so M stopped talking to him. Yeah, man, it was crazy. But yeah, man, that Interscope machine can build you up, man. It's the same way with 50 Cent, where niggas was scared to go at 50 Cent because he called himself Curtis Interscope Jackson. He told Styles P, I could push your album back, and people believed it. You know? So when you rubbing arms with Dre and Jimmy Iovine, nobody really want to touch you. Nobody really want to touch you like that. Even M said it on what he said it on Say What You Say. He said we'll blackball you so you won't rap or fuck again. I said, okay. So in a way, I think that was also Eminem's Achilles heel because now people were scared to tell that his shit don't stink. Like let's be real. I'm gonna be real for a minute. Man. Like M is one of the nicest. He's still one of the nicest. I consider him the Larry Bird, Dirk Nowitzki of rap, but come on, man. You gotta play Rap God by Casual. See, I don't know, man, because I don't want to play records like that because I don't know if it's if YouTube is gonna shut down the live because they funny style with the whole music shit. I don't want to get copyright strike because that's an Interscope instrumental that he probably used. So I don't want to play that up there and throw my whole live off, you dig? But I'm gonna definitely check it out. But M ducked that. He ducked some fades. But when you got that image, you got that Interscope machine behind you, it could build you up. It could build you up like a juggernaut. I wish I could play it, but YouTube is funny style, bro. Man, YouTube is funny. Next thing you know, they'll block the live or they'll shut you down. And I'm like, man, I miss the old days of YouTube, bro. I really do. The old days, you could do whatever you want. Y'all niggas don't know nothing about the old YouTube days. Anything went on old YouTube. We talking from 2005 to 2010. It was like the Wild Wild West up in YouTube, Roy. I'm telling you. Khalid Muhammad had videos everywhere. Y'all remember the black Israelites used to have videos everywhere? Oh my God. They was straight shit on everybody. It was, man, that old YouTube from 2005 to 2010, you could say whatever. And then it was no monetizing back then, but you had the freedom of speech. It was so reckless. Y'all don't understand. I mean, y'all probably understand, but niggas don't understand, man. Like before monetizing and before all this, you could get a YouTube channel, say whatever you want. Woo! You ain't had to worry about being censored. That's why it's hard for me, because I used to get into it with people every single day, on especially on MySpace. And you could say whatever you want. You could go with a neck. I was violating, man. I was very disrespectful. I was violating the nigga baby mama. I was talking about his kids. I was talking about his wife. I was talking about I want a chick's husbands. Dog, no commercials. You go straight to the video. Exactly. Yeah, that old YouTube. I'm telling you, if you started a YouTube back then, that was a gold nugget right there. But it was harder back then because there was no iPhones. You had to have a computer. You had to have a real good laptop. You couldn't do phones because phones wasn't popping back then. But yeah, but today, when Google bought it, one thing I learned about life is when these corporations start getting involved, it's never good. And now you have YouTube the way it is. It's so corporate. They censor you on everything. It's great that they gave people. It's great they gave people the opportunity to make money, but at the same time, you're still not getting a fair shake. I explained that yesterday. They still not giving you a fair shake. They still playing with the algorithm. They still playing with the numbers. Then you got all these bots. Shoot. But another topic. Pull my coat. Who's holding down the East? Good question. Right now, Griselda is holding down the East Coast, man. Rock Marciano, he started the trend. Griselda kicked open the door. Griselda is killing it right now, man. The whole industry is on the Griselda bandwagon. The whole Griselda, everybody on the Griselda bandwagon, man. They done carved a niche for themselves. They became the new go-to for hardcore hip hop. And you know my team Screwball, we always gonna hold it down for the East Coast. We definitely gonna hold it down. But for the new cats, it's definitely them. Griselda, West Side Gun, Benny the Butcher, Conway, and that tree is just growing. Now you got people. Only thing I don't like what Griselda is done, and it's not a stab at them because we also talked to Benny the Butcher's manager. Big shout out to him. Is that every nigga started rapping like them now? Like everybody started using drumless beats, and it's like they started copying everything. You can't even hate on Griselda if it was your life mission, dude. Man, nah, because Griselda doing it in a way that's captivated. That they're not really reinventing the real. They putting their own twist to it. The covers are bugged out. The type of sounds they choosing is way different. I don't like when these other niggas is copying the drumless beats. I don't like when people doing they copying the Rangers beats now. But other than that, Griselda got it. I finished Dragon Ball YouTube back in the day. Man, look. YouTube back in the day, man, was special. Oh my God, it was censorship free. It wasn't this politically correct crap. Would you say 38 Special is a part of that movement? Yup. 38 Special is definitely a part of that movement. He's opened up doors for Rochester. Then you had other groups coming off of them. We have hold on, I gotta look that up. They bringing that hardcore sound back, and it sounds like New York City. 38 Special definitely. Then you got the Cloth. The Cloth is dope. You got the Cloth. I think you got the crew that Mickey Diamonds is a part of. Hold on, I'm gonna look that up. I think it's called the Umbrella Crew. Hold on, let me look that up real quick. I could be wrong. Mickey Diamond is dope too. Definitely check him out. Definitely check out Great God. Great God is one of my favorites right now. Hold on, I'm trying to look up what's the name of Mickey Diamonds' crew. Mickey Fax is a part of that crew too. East got a lot of work. Got to put in some work to bounce back. I think they doing a great job with that, but see, I think you got to go underground to get that. You got to go underground to get that because you know their their mainstream pull is pretty much over with. Like the last time they had it with G Unit, Dipset, and D Block was running it, but now the Eastern went back underground with it. People sleep on the 38 Special Cool G Rap. That's one of my favorite albums. That's one of my favorite albums. A lot of pseudo folks, old info ain't gonna work. Big facts. See, that's what keeps us current from a lot of these other radio dudes, bro, because we go to the pavement. We look for the new talent. We look for people that are still putting it down. A lot of these radio dudes don't even know nothing. They don't know nothing about Rock Marciano. Rock Marciano pioneered a lot of this that you hear. He brought a lot of the drumless production out there. People thought he was gonna be a Busta Rhymes, Flip Mode Gate castaway. He ended up being a pioneer to the new sound that we fell in love with the East Coast. Rock Marciano is a monster. So it takes new voices to keep things going, and that motivates the old heads to keep going. Just like Cool G Rap didn't even hate. He did the joint with 38 Special. Indeed, bro. Yes, sir. It's too much. Like, yeah. Now I'm gonna tell you this too, and I'm saying this with love. I had these niggas next. Hold on. I had these brothers as next, but they know they dropped the ball to me. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to find. I had them on my show. He had beef with Dave East, but I don't know what happened to these brothers. Hold on 1 second. Trey Pizzy in Japan. I had them as next. Them niggas was about to be the Usos, the Usos of hip hop, man. Cause they twins and they rap that hardcore stuff, but they just didn't really put in no more work, man. I was disappointed in that. I was disappointed in that, man. So Trey Pizzy in Japan, they were definitely dope, man. They 80 side joint was hard. They 80s joint was hard. 80 side. And big shout out to Ill Out Sandman for putting me on to them dudes. I just wish they put out more music. Hold on, I'm gonna play. Now I probably could play this record here since it's an old record, but this is one of the records that they sent me to play, and I had them on the show years ago. That joint went hard. I had them on like about 2017, 2018, I believe. But I wish they would. I think they doing podcasts now. I gotta check them out though. But they need to put out more music. I'm gonna hit them up about that. Like, yo, when y'all putting out some music, man? Because who's that again? Their name is Trey Pizzy in Japan. Trey Pizzy. I'm gonna spell it for you. They got into an issue with Dave East. Trey Pizzy, Traypizzy, and Japan. They twin brothers. They twin brothers. They actually was real. They were real dope, but they just stopped putting out music. They got a lot. They had a lot of dope material, man. Me and Doggy Diamonds were the only ones that were really on them like that, though. See, just like I said, we have our ears to the street, man. But yeah, definitely check them brothers out, man. But yo, it's 12:16. I'm about to get up out of here. It was a fun build with y'all. I'll definitely jump on another live probably this week. Who knows? I got a lot more content coming. So y'all check me out. King Eric signing out. Y'all have a blessed night. Peace.